Thank you for visiting the Coin Lady channel again. Grayscale is something I'd want to discuss with you today. Has their account been credited with XRP again? The BIS crypto is about to launch, in my opinion. Preparations are underway. How is Satoshi Nakamoto relevant to Bitcoin? We'll discuss it in light of the BTC gold chart. In what ways is he literal? Does he exist anymore? The movie will cover all of this, including the current state of Bitcoin and its future prospects, as well as the question of why you should send money to his wallet. Now relax, I'll do this for you. 1 Bitcoin is worth $2,000, or $86. In the past day, I have progressed to 2,246, which is the third WE point in my theory. In the last day, the price of XRP has dropped 57 cents, while the price of USDT has down 0.7 cents. There are a total of 1,665 billion Bitcoins worth. Breaking news, Nance has transferred almost $1.1 million worth of Bitcoin to a wallet associated with Satoshi Nakamoto. Don't you think that's awesome? However, this is the ideal scenario in which funds leave these exchanges and end up in external wallets. This demonstrates that they intend to keep it rather than sell it. It is well known that the removal of $1.1 million worth of Bitcoin, which Satoshi Nakamoto is transferring to Nance, would lead to a market clearing and a subsequent decline in price. A large red candle appears to be extinguishing. See if it's real and living, that's the question. Does that actually exist? Is there an organization that resembles the government? Could you describe it? SATOSHI, what is it? Wheezy and Satoshi's video, though, is important to remember. These individuals are known to the US government. Rumor has it that the long-awaited Bitcoin ETF has reportedly overcome a significant hurdle. The crypto community is currently waiting for the SEC to announce its verdict regarding the Bitcoin ETF. This is a CNBC report. This evening is seeing the rapid occurrence of numerous significant events. Join me now, as I bring in CNBC's Kate Rooney, to explain everything. Basically, the current situation. This hasn't piqued the interest of Bitcoin investors in quite some time. I don't understand. Of course, I feel the same way. Investors are eagerly anticipating a judgment over the backlog of Bitcoin ETF applications, as previously mentioned. Some of them, like the one from the New York Stock Exchange this evening, are starting to obtain new paperwork. Next Monday, the SEC will vote on these ETF applications. Earlier afternoon, Bloomberg reported, "We have successfully navigated one of these obstacles." Regarding the one that will take place, opinions have been divided. The SEC's approval of applicant applications is one kind of obstacle. The second kind is known as a 19b4, and it requires the exchanges to submit their own paperwork. There are 2 of these that were submitted tonight to the New York Stock Exchange. They must both be authorized before any of these ETFs can begin trading. The application for ERC-21 shares must be approved or rejected by next Wednesday, at the latest by the SEC. They're in the running with 13 other firms to establish an exchange-traded fund, ETF, that will mirror Bitcoin's value. Investors might be able to store cryptocurrency in their retirement or brokerage accounts if they were to win. People may be more inclined to purchase Bitcoin while they await the approval of this ETF, according to some. It was exciting to discover how exciting it would be to look at Bitcoin CME futures when they first came out in 2017, but now that their price has skyrocketed, some are asking if this is just a rumor or real news. Afterwards, Bitcoin declined following the listing of the Bitcoin futures ETF in 2021, which were released at the peak of the previous cycle. Fundstrat and Fundstrat both mentioned that this time is different, although Fundstrat also mentioned that the next launch might be followed by a big downturn. Major shifts in global liquidity occur simultaneously with those launches. An example would be the timing of the Fed's past rate hikes, which coincided with the dollar's decline and the futures ETF I mentioned. Those prominent Wall Street figures involved in the back end of this ETF application may benefit the most. The list of individuals they refer to as authorized participants includes names like JP Morgan, Jane Street, and Cannabis, Gerald. According to my source, Goldman Sachs is also in discussions to potentially launch an exchange-traded fund, ETF, for Grayscale. Both firms will handle the issuance and sale of shares. Making sure the ETF's price tracks Bitcoin's price is their first priority. Typically, they turn a profit, and trading desks can capitalize on arbitrage possibilities that arise more frequently with assets of that kind. We also received payment for the currency, however, the conditions aren't satisfactory. The fact that it was her dog and not mine is another issue. So far, I have been unable to locate her. The arrival of ETFs, however, is something we are aware of. It's about knowing when to sell the old and purchase the new, or when to sell the room and buy the news, or anything along those lines. Collect the brand new hub. Can you grasp my meaning? No way is it going to come to pass when I utter those words. I think the crypto bull run will begin with all this fresh capital entering the market. Ethereum token sales, ETFs, have already taken place, and the whole Bitcoin ecosystem is about to explode in the next few months. It appears that its usage will be widespread very soon. Perhaps this is our final opportunity to witness one of these wild bull runs. Why? Because it's not possible to buy and sell equities worth $1 million once the markets calm down. Upon acquiring a genuine asset class, he announced that he was going to buy cryptocurrency and that this XRP 500 cents was the initial move. Before the huge pump, XRP liked playing with people's emotions, so have a look at the chart upside down from 7:15:20 to 3. On XRP, the assertion is completely false. Definitely, it's depressing. The one solid support system that he holders have will get them through this, I can assure you. But is that 500 spike for real? I mean, that's the chart's starting point. However, have a look at this. About $2 will be the value of XRP if its price increases by 500 megawatts. What I can say for sure is that you shouldn't pay attention to the timeframes at the bottom of these XRP charts. I present them to you every day. You will see the realization of all of these objectives on these graphs. I'm not showing you a couple of my TA charts, there's a good reason for that. For XRP, the first stop, first resistance, and first checkpoint will be between $1.50 and $1.80. On occasion, all the forecasts are fairly accurate. Additionally, we are testing the all-time high from 2017, which is between $2.80 to $3. Following that, we anticipate a tens of dollar increase in XRP price if the numbers between 5 and 7 are broken. Neither the timing nor the potential value of XRP can be predicted at this time due to a lack of data on the potential value of Bitcoin and the total market capitalization of all cryptocurrencies, which might reach $4 to $7 trillion. The XRP price objective, which is somewhere around $7 to $10, is definitely something we'll be keeping an eye on. Since we haven't surpassed 2 trillion, we don't know just yet. We have not yet entered a bullish phase. We still have a ways to go before we can glimpse the halves. A long way to go? No, that's not what I mean. Liable crypto experts claim that Bitcoin has remained unchanged and that it doesn't get any cleaner than this, and there are still a few months till things start to heat up and become fascinating. I can show you the chart he made. The object he is examining is this. It represents Bitcoin in our graph. 44,000. The current Bitcoin price is 438. What is our destination? I understand, the price of Bitcoin might fall, and then rise to $42,000. While watching this video, you'll notice that the Federal Reserve and all other central banks disclosed their gold holdings on their balance sheets, a practice known as gold evaluation, so it appears like Bitcoin has hit rock bottom. Plus, I find it really intriguing. That is, in fact, quite intriguing, since it is plainly visible to all. However, I believe that gold will eventually reach a limit and its value will inevitably decline. Not to mention that doing so would allow them to reduce the debt. If you're overwhelmed by your debt, that's all you need to do. Central planners will do things like raise the price of gold to make debt disappear overnight, but that isn't everything. Because of this, they are able to consolidate everything they want, expand the global economy, or issue more debt. On the other hand, something from our last call comes up again yesterday night. It has been mentioned that the Bank of International Settlements took advantage of the money flower to gain early acceptance. As you mentioned, they are prepared for what's to come. They know what's going to happen, so they are prepared to purchase gold at a possible discount. In the first video, we discussed how the announcement of the ATF caused a 458% increase in the price of gold. I intended to say Bitcoin ETF, but the 458% move will still take place. DJ Peter released this using DICE. It appears that the prejudice is preparing to cash in. Give this a look. Credit asset and interest rate risk criteria, as well as bank regulations, are slated for revision, and the Basic Committee has agreed to consult on the matter. The purpose of this is to address CI framework-related window dressing. As I warned you, the BIS is on its way to the eye, and the 5 of them are preparing for crypto, so you might be wondering where my grayscale is. Take a look at this. Grayscale offers 2.50% of XRP, and Chad thinks it's lovely to see the number 9 holding the number 6. Either Bitcoin or Ethereum will do. Leno, and Avalanche and Cardano, is this guy. For individuals who have been keeping tabs, this graphic represents Miss. Do you have any idea what kind of cryptocurrency this is? Matic. Even the trusty Polygon can't guarantee anything anymore. Considering how weird it is that Solana has replaced XRP, that is intriguing right now. These two are probably going to relocate. Solana has, in my opinion, hit its peak. That was it. However, I think Avalanche will emerge victorious from the Cardano and Avalanche situation. Do you understand the idea? They're keen on getting into the meme coins specifically. Nonetheless, XRP's return to Grayscale holdings is encouraging. How can they comprehend this? However, they are aware that it is obvious. Its practicality and potential adoption in the actual world are known to them. That is where I intend to leave it, guys. It is in the works. Your enthusiastic approval is all I want. Please subscribe by clicking the like button. Goodbye for now.